In the sweltering summer of 1984, Los Angeles simmered with fear. The city had always known crime, but nothing like this. The crimes were random, brutal, senseless. A shadow was moving through the night, slipping into homes, leaving behind only blood, terror, and death. They called him the Night Stalker. His real name was Richard Ramirez, and he was no ordinary killer. He didn't follow patterns like most serial murderers. There were no clear victim profiles. Young, old, rich, poor, he didn't care. He picked his targets at random. His weapon changed almost every time. A knife, a gun, a hammer, even a machete. What stayed the same was the fear he left behind. His reign of terror began in the outskirts of LA in June 1984, when a 79-year-old woman named Jenny Vinca was found murdered in her apartment. Her throat slashed so deeply she was nearly decapitated. Her body was found lying on her bed, mutilated and violated. No suspects, no motive. Then silence for a year. But in 1985, the darkness returned, and this time it came faster, more violently, and with horrifying intent. He would slip in through unlocked windows and doors, sometimes in the dead of night, sometimes in the middle of the day. He would shoot or stab his victims, sometimes both. He would ransack homes, steal valuables, force women to swear their loyalty to Satan before raping them. He carved pentagrams into the skin of some. He whispered prayers to the devil, and then he would vanish. There was no logic. In one case, he killed a man, raped his wife, and then told her to swear she loved Satan. In another, he kidnapped a young girl, molested her, then let her go, leaving her to tell the police everything. But he wasn't afraid. He seemed untouchable. People in LA started sleeping with baseball bats. They locked every window, every door, and still they jumped at every creak of the floorboards. Gun stores sold out of ammunition. No one felt safe. The media dubbed him the Night Stalker, and the name fitted like a shadow. He was fast, uncatchable, and evil. He killed at least 13 confirmed people, but some believe the number is higher, much higher. His last known attack was on August 24th, 1985 in Mission Viejo. This time, his face was seen. A teenage boy saw him drive away and memorized part of the license plate. The police traced it to a stolen car, and inside was a single fingerprint. That was all they needed. The image of Richard Ramirez with his wild eyes and rotten teeth was printed on every paper across California. But the end came unexpectedly. On August 31st, 1985, a group of locals in East LA spotted Ramirez trying to steal a car. They recognized him from the news. The man who had haunted their nights was right there, in daylight. One man shouted, "El Matador, the killer," and then they swarmed. He tried to run, but he was tackled, beaten, and held down by a crowd until the police arrived. When they cuffed him, he reportedly said, "It's over," but for many it wasn't. At his trial, Ramirez smirked and waved to the cameras. He carved pentagrams into his hands. He laughed when victims' families cried. He told the courtroom, "Hail Satan." He was sentenced to death in 1989, but he spent over 2 decades on death row, where he continued to receive letters from adoring fans. He died in 2013 of cancer, never executed. Even now, older Angelenos remember those nights in '85. The nights when you didn't sleep, when you checked the window 3 times before bed, when the sound of footsteps on the sidewalk made your blood run cold. Because Richard Ramirez wasn't just a killer, he was a living nightmare. Proof that true evil doesn't hide in the woods or under your bed. Sometimes it walks right through your front door.